Hi, it's me again with CorelDRAW Tips and Tricks. And this video isn't really about the shading of this leaf, it's about producing the leaf. But I thought I'd go ahead and show you how to do that shading too. I'm going to use a tool I very seldom ever use called LiveSketch. And if you're new to LiveSketch, I would set your timer on 5 seconds. I would have a single arc and I would change my curve smoothing to 75%. It can go up to 100. And then I always start at the bottom and to draw something like this and then make them equal. What LiveSketch does, it smooths out your sketch, your hand drawing. I mean, if you take a jigged line, well, I grabbed the wrong tool. If you take LiveSketch and draw a little bit of a jigged line, you know, even if you have a rough line, it's going to smooth it out. So your hand movement will be better. Then get LiveSketch back and go from that node to that node. Doesn't have to be perfect because it's Mother Nature. Now, a lot of times I'll actually go past my line. And you want to make sure that center line is where it should be. And when you get better, that's the only thing about LiveSketch that I don't like, because you can't easily erase it because it's doing so many steps for you, I'm guessing. So, you know, you could get right on the money, but a lot of times it's a lot easier just to clean them up afterward. Then you'd want to start in that same spot, kind of like Mother Nature would have a leaf. And to make it faster, I am going past. But see what it's doing? It's straightening out my jiggle of my hand from my mouth. Now I'm just going to take my virtual segment delete key, which we really don't have to do because we're going to smart fill these shapes in, but I'm a little anal on cleaning stuff up all the time. And hopefully by running them past the line, I'm not going to have a leak. I might have a leak on that very bottom one because I don't know if I'm there yet. And what's so nice about this, it is a line, so you can always, and see, I would have had a leak there. You could always take your shape tool and just reshape it. Now what we want to do, we want to make sure we don't have any leaks. I'm going to set my nudge factor on 5 inches. I'm going to take the color with the Smart Fill tool. I'm using a green, so I have no leaks. So I'm going to nudge it out of the way. It doesn't have to be in any particular order. I've already got that one. You just want to separate it, and you really don't have to do this. I just like doing it to give me a little feel. And if you do one side and then do the other side and move it to the other side, I've already done that one, so I can just select it and move it. But get your Smart Fill tool and fill those in. And if you kind of go sporadically, you don't have to move them all the way out of the way. Now that we have this, and this is one of the biggest mistakes I make and a lot of people make, is with the interactive fill tool, select your shape before you get your interactive fill tool. And then it's selected, so it's going to do this. Now we can change this. You know what? Let's do a green, a darker green, or a different color green. I must have not have hit the box. There we go. A little bit different. I don't really like it. I want a darker green there. And there you go. And what you want to do is, now you've got that selected, you need to select another one on the other side and get your interactive fill tool, because if you don't, it will start processing that other one on the back. So we're really done. You only have to do 2 of them. And this is what I like about the attribute docker or attribute tool. Get a sample, and then it's going to do the same exact blend of fill. And then you need to click with your pen tool or your pick tool and get a new one to do this side. And all we're doing is putting in some shading. And then after you've got that, pick your pick tool back and just nudge these back. That one must have had a leak, I just noticed, because it's doing both sides. And this doesn't look as good as my one prior, but it looks okay. I'd actually probably go from the opposite direction. And then you could always, I'm not very happy with that I had a leaker up there. But look at the definition of the leaf. I mean, it looks kind of real. And then you could always grab it, go back up to a black and give it an outline and change it to whatever thickness you want. And you could actually make that outline, you know, a yellow to give it some look. And then on yellow, you'd probably want to make it something thicker than a hairline so it kind of show up a little more. That didn't change very much because my item's so big. Let's go 3 points. And then you could always change it, you know, to a darker green. I like my first one best because I actually went from black to green. And let's just show that these are still pieces now. So with it selected, grab the interactive fill tool and then just bring in a black to that side and you get a totally different look. And in this particular plan, I would maybe, or leaf, go the other way and have the dark on the inside. But that's the interactive fill tool and the live sketch tool. Hope that helped. Thank you for watching.